G'day mate, today I'll be making the Bushman bread from Outback Steakhouse and it's quirky, it is delicious.
I'm just joking. What's up everybody? Today I'll be making the Bushman bread from Outback Steakhouse and it is quick and easy and delicious. You'll love this recipe. All you need is a few ingredients and you'll have amazing results. Also some time because you are making a bread dough and baking bread takes time. First up, I'll be starting with the ingredients. I have whole wheat flour, I have all-purpose white flour, I have brown sugar, salt, cocoa powder, molasses, unsalted butter, dry active yeast, room temperature water, actually a little bit warmer than room temperature. And I also have some excess flour for rolling of my dough if I need it. For my tools, I have a KitchenAid with a dough hook attachment. I have a cutting board. I have a towel. This is to cover my bread so when it's rising, it can be covered. I have a bowl scraper. If you have a knife, you can use that as well. I have a baking sheet pan lined with silicone. You can also use parchment. And that's basically all that you'll be needing for this delicious recipe. Now let's get started in mixing the dough. So first up, I'll add all of my dry ingredients. It'll be my flour first, my sugar and salt. And again, this recipe will be in the description. Cocoa powder, my yeast. Mix this on low for a little bit. Then I'll add my warm water. Next up, I'll add my butter. And finally, I'll add my molasses. Now I'll let this dough mix for 10 minutes on medium. So after 10 minutes, this is what your dough should look like. I'll stop this and show you. Add some flour to my hand, but it should start getting a little stretch to it. So I placed it in my plastic wrap, and then I'll cover this over. And what you can do is you can let this rise at room temperature with some space. You'll leave some space, some room in the plastic wrap so it can grow. So after your dough has doubled in size, this is what you're looking at. So now I'm going to add some flour to my work surface. I'll flip my dough over. And press it down a little. And I'm going to cut this in half with my bench scraper. You can also use a knife. And I'm going to shape this. And the smell of this dough is amazing. And now what I'll do is I'll bring my sheet tray over. I'll place this on there, like so. And now I'll work in the second half. So you want to dust off the excess. Only if you need the flour, you'll use it. So again, I'll press this out. I'll roll this over again. And like so. And then I'll just roll this out to about 8 inches. And the bottom, you want to seal that, so you'll press that in. Beautiful. And then the edges, you'll do the same. You'll fold it, tuck it in. So tuck that in. And now you're just gonna roll, bam, like so. And close off the edges. So you just want to close this off, tuck it off so it's nice and tight. The one before, you're just gonna add this to the tray. And now you have 2 nice size rolls. Press that down a little. And we're gonna separate these 2. Beautiful. And now what we'll do is we'll take our towel and we're gonna cover these and let them double in size. So this is what your rolls will look like after they've doubled in size. So now you're gonna place this in a preheated 375-degree oven for 15 minutes. So here it is, our delicious bread. You'll let this sit at room temperature for an hour before you cut into it.
So here we are, our delicious Bushman bread.
I'm just joking again. This is our delicious Bushman bread. It is simply delicious, straight from Outback. And you will love this recipe. As you can see, it's pretty simple. All it takes is some extra time and you'll have delicious results. Now it's time to try this delicious bread. But before that, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Drop some comments below and please share and subscribe. Thank you. Now let's try it. Ay, ay, ay. Smells so good.
Put some butter on there.
Trust me, you're gonna love this.